Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Hello there. Welcome back. How are you all doing today? It sure has been a hot second since we've last done a live commentary. It's been so long, in fact, that I actually had to change my OBS to be 1080p instead of the weird Twitch min-max resolution I normally use, which is like something weird. It's like 1564 by A84 or something. It's something to do with how H.264, I think, handles encoding, and if you happen to have it in a certain multiple, it looks a bit nicer when it's crushed. Anyway, that all aside, hello, how are all of you? I hope you're all melting in this heat wave alongside me. I'm doing something very special for you right now. I've turned off my fan, so I'm melting, but it means that the audio won't be, so just sit back and appreciate that for a few minutes. What a damn cool game of this what that Dodongo doing. Indeed do be. But yeah, how have you all been? It's been, again, a little while, and I've sort of been in a little mood lately to do some recordings. I actually had something else in mind today, but I ended up not really being in the mind for that. Maybe that's something I'll do over the next few days, or I don't know, maybe doing this will give me the encouragement to do that. Oh, hello. Thank you. To be as inspecific as possible. How about I be more specific? I've been thinking of starting a little like solo vanilla Minecraft beta playthrough lately, but I thought I'd just sort of throw that out there right now so you'd all be aware of it. It wouldn't be something I'd be streaming on Twitch, which is a first, I think. I don't think I've ever done Minecraft off stream. It's just something sort of for me, you know, it's slow going here in the Netherlands. Everything's just sort of cooking, work's busy, life's busy. I have time, but sort of running out of stuff to do in the time other than chores, and I think for my own human brain, it might be nice to have something fun to do, like a little beta playthrough, because I'm a massive nerd. I've actually got it all set up already, so it's just sort of getting in the mood for it, which, I don't know, how many of you have given like live commentary a try? Personally, I feel like you kind of got to be in the mood for it. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe some people can just sort of force it on themselves, but as you can probably tell by my, like, you know, yearly uploads or whatever it is, I'm very much the kind to wait until I'm in the mood for this sort of thing. What are you doing? He's thinking I'm going to run over a sticky trap, like I haven't played this game for 8,000 hours or whatever. It's crazy. Like, I've not played this at all lately. I think my last VOD is actually a Twitch VOD from my birthday in February. That's probably genuinely the last time I played this. We gave Momentum mod a try, me and Chris, a few months ago. Fantastic fun. I don't know if it's out release yet or if you still need to get a beta key, but I loved it. It's an amazing thing. If you don't know what Momentum mod is, it's sort of like a standalone game made by a very, very cool, awesome, and handsome and beautiful dev team. That sort of incorporates all of the major Source Engine movement techs into one thing, into one single-player offline game. So you got rocket jumping, you got bunny hopping, you got conch jumping from TF Classic, you got sticky jumping, you got all sorts. You got something from like Titanfall, I think, because that game has incredible movement, which I haven't explored. I should play it at some point, I'm sure. I love Apex, so I'm sure I would love that as well. But one day, perhaps one day, it's some sort of bunny hopping, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, Momentum mod was fantastic. We streamed that, but that's not really the same as Team Fortress. If you are a big fan of Team Fortress-esque movement, though, I'd highly recommend giving it a go. If you do need a key, you just ask for it on Steam. It's fine. You press like a big green button. But it has all those benefits that you really want when you're doing rocket jumping. Like, again, not sure how many of you are into that sort of thing, but the worst is if you're playing on a server and there's like jitter or lag or something weird on the network, and it's something you can't do anything about because you pretty much have to play rocket jumping online if you want to be on any leaderboards, or you want to use all those console commands that they have set up by default. You don't have to set that stuff up yourself. You just sort of have to live with it. Momentum mod just sort of handles all that client side, but with like an extra cool twist in that you can technically sort of play it online in a weird way. You and your teammates can be in the same world as like a ghost, like a Mario Kart ghost. So you'll both be rendered in each other's single-player worlds. Am I being, like... Runescape switch? Do you think I'm a gorilla or something? Forgot to pray missiles there, my bad. Oh, anyway, that all aside, Momentum mod cool. I love it. Maps. Runs beautiful. It runs insanely well. I don't remember if they've got some sort of branch of Source 2 or if they've just heavily modified the regular Source engine, but it runs insanely well. Like, obviously, jump maps should run well. They're tiny compared to a normal gameplay, and there's not like a bunch of particles going off constantly, but that game you have to cap the frame rate on. Like, you don't cap the frame rate in TF2. That's stupid. Unless, you know, if you've got such bad jitter, you know, you want to cap it at, like, your monitor refresh rate. Most people, like, you know, leave it uncapped or cap it to, like, 300 or something. The momentum runs so well, you have to cap it at, like, 1,000 or something to stop it from overheating your computer. And if you haven't experienced Source Engine in high frame rate, then it's something to behold. Like, this right now, running nicely at, like, 200 with nothing around. That's beautiful. But, you know, we're in a firefight, that'll drop down to like 60 and it's kind of gross. And there's nothing nicer than having a high refresh rate monitor and actually being able to use it, you know? Pretty much the only games I ever get to use my nice 230Hz on are like Osu, and I don't even really play that these days, so... It's nice to play a 3D game with it. Apex being the other one, obviously. Runs like a dream. Another Source Engine game. Speaking of Apex, actually, I like it. That's it. That's the end of that. I'm wondering how many of you have ever actually given it a go. I know Team Fortress is sort of perpetually running in like a... It's like always being revived, like every month. There's always new players because it's a free-to-play shooter with players, and that's sort of enough. I hear a telly. Oh. But if you really want to give another FPS a go that you won't have to relearn the movement in, Apex is a bad idea because you will need to relearn the movement. But the general just sort of walking around and stuff's the same as Team Fortress, so you might be able to sort of get in the swing of it. Your like sensitivity will be the same and all that. And it's an incredible game. Like, there's characters like Pathfinder that have a big ass grapple that you can use, and there's some insane movement tech in it. It's extremely satisfying to get it right. Stuff like sliding around, and there's bunny hopping to some loose extent, I think. I don't know. There's some cool stuff. So I highly recommend it if you've ever been on the edge. If you're like, oh, I've played like 800,000 hours of Team Fortress. Maybe there's something modern I can play that isn't like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike, you know? Not that Counter-Strike's new, but it's at least actively in development. What are you doing? Give me a thing, thank you. They did an update on this game recently, didn't they? I don't remember all the patch notes, because well, you know, I'm a human being, but they had stuff like, they patched out the Iron Bomber, right? Like, apparently it had a thing where, like, the hitbox on it was massive. And then, I don't know if people debated the size of the hitbox or what, but it's apparently just the same as the grenades now, so you ever wonder my opinion on that is? It's, cool, I guess. I mean, when I played, people didn't know it had a bigger hitbox, and people just thought it was better because you could put the pills on the floor? Like, I don't know. The hitbox thing's cool, I guess, but I think most demos who are good can hit the pills anyway. I don't know if the size difference is going to matter much. Maybe. I mean, I'd be interested to know. Like, are there any stats on, like, logs.tf? Have, like, demo man accuracies dropped by, like, 10% or something since the patch? I'd be kind of interested, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big deal. It seems nice that they patched it, but it seems like sort of a bit of a nitpick. There's worse things to patch, right? Like, you can still like see spies in Spawn, right? That are like there with like the wall hacks thing, because they implemented that without really thinking about it. What was it again? Like, they wanted new players to not get so confused when they were spawning, and they wanted to be able to make all the new players walk towards where all the other players in the map are. So that was like the original reason that wall hacks was added. Obviously, it's not why it's good, but that aside. Switching topics, RuneScape. Don't know if many of you are aware. I've been playing a lot of that over the last like year or something. I've now got like probably like 800-900 hours in it. I don't know, but it's like my first big MMO. And like yesterday or the day before, I finally finished all the quests. I got my quest cape, which is extremely damn cool. I don't know. It's something I never thought I would do. Like, I started streaming RuneScape like a year and a half or two ago. Tomu made a new account. We sort of played through the start of the game together, and I was thinking, oh, this is kind of cool, doing some of the quests, but I'll never sit down and grind any of it. That would be too much. And now it's like, you know, a year or two later, and I've got like all my sort of late mid-game best in slot gear. I've done, you know, the fire caves a couple times. I've done like a couple raids. Not very well, mind you, but I have like an easy mode Theatre of Blood for the quest that I got carried through. I've done like 1 Chamber of Xeric, and I'll probably do more. I've done a bunch of Vorkath, I've done 1 Zor, that sort of thing. If you haven't played RuneScape, you have no fucking idea what I'm saying, but you know, the idea is like, when I started playing, I died to like some regular ass like dwarves because I wasn't paying attention, and I thought I wasn't going to put much time into it, and then, you know, fast forward to now and I actually have put a bunch of time into it. It's just always funny how things work out. I never thought MMOs would be a thing for me. Mobile probably helps. I spend like most of my day commuting functionally, like every human, unless you lucky sods get to work from home every day. So, you know, I've got like 2-3 hours a day where I'm sitting on my bum with nothing to do. I flick on a podcast, something from, you know, like Stuff You Should Know, or the Triforce podcast, which is run by some of the old Yogscast crew, or started listening to 99% Invisible lately with Roman Mars. He's got a lovely voice and he explains things, or his guests explain things. Oh god, he's delaying his hits. I can't handle that, dude. What's that screaming? Little does he know I have like no health, so I will die if he actually hits a pipe on me. I'm missing my flares, I apologize. Can I make the excuse that I don't play it much? Probably not, right? I think at some point in your life, muscle memory is just, you just play entirely on it, and it's enough to keep you somewhat floating, even if you're playing brainless and chatting into a microphone. There's something strange about muscle memory, which I've like, you know, sort of paid attention to over the years as I've gone in and out of playing this. Like, you know, 2011, Woolen would be on his little computer after school and college or whatever, and he'd be playing this game for hours on end. And then, you know, he sort of starts playing competitive, and he's playing it a lot, he's streaming, but maybe he's playing some other games. And then, you know, the last, what, like 5 years? When's like 2017? That was like 5 years. It doesn't feel like 5 years. It feels like I used to play this like last year, but it's crazy, right? There's probably an enormous chunk of people right now playing that are in like Prem that started playing after I stopped, which is, I don't know. It doesn't make me feel old, but it's a strange thought that I've been playing this for like, what, 14 years? Or something like that. That's a long time. Is it 14? That can't be right. No. 2011. 11 years. 11 years. Okay, that makes more sense. 11 years sounds better. It's just a weird thought. I don't know. I put so much time into it. I've taken so much time off, yet I'm sort of... My arm, my left hand, I know all my binds without thinking about them. I'm not thinking about... It just everything happens. The game plays itself, and it's a strange feeling. Hello, Suit. What are you doing up there? If I remember correctly, there's a stupid little jump you can do, like, here. Yeah, like this sort of thing. Like, this isn't necessarily muscle memory, but... I'll forget stuff like what the fucking charge and targe does. Don't you dare blow up those pipes. You know, I forget what the charge and targe does, but I'll remember, like, stupid little, like, spots that you can jump on. Thank you. Oh, shit. I didn't even see your senti. Oh, fuck. Okay, I thought I could beat that. Apparently not. I got killed by a guy with his gibbous and his goggles on. Although these days, you never know, right? Like, this game's old enough now that the people that used to unironically wear gibbous and goggles now just wear gibbous and goggles because it's, you know, they never got any hats and they've been playing for 5 years. They've done 8 seasons of fucking... I don't even know. UGC definitely still exists, right? Okay, this guy's has got a single hat. I don't trust you. Oh. I want to do like a cool matador, but I don't remember how you do it. I thought I could survive that as well. Melee does 65, right? Not 60. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Things that require like knowledge, you absolutely forget. And I'm miming as if there's a webcam on. As far as I know, there isn't. You can't hear me like using my hands, right? Like I'm talking into my mic or my webcam. But I'm being stupid, I'm sorry. I'm filling up my commentary with absolute gubbins. What are you doing? Why would you... What? Mario Nintendo Desert Eagle. I mean... The history of just looking at the people's names on the leaderboard in this game's... It's never going to go away, right? You always open up tab and you always either had a terrible time or a great time. or a very mediocre time. I'm thinking Fleshy Slab? What's going on there, you know? And then sometimes you see some other names and you think, well, perhaps not. And this is an Uncle Topia server, so I'm guessing, I don't know. Does he ban people for names? Probably not, right? He's probably got better things to do. I don't know if there's like a source mod plugin that lets you do that. Oh, Dead Ringer. That was not what I meant to do. Shit. I hope he doesn't have like a... Jesus wept. I'm gonna get headshot, aren't I? Yeah, okay. It's one of these servers, right? Like, everyone here, I'm assuming, has played the game well enough to know that there's a server browser, so... Whereas I think in a Valve server, there would either have been no people there, because they would have already been sitting in spawn with a sentry gun, or they would have just given up, like, instantly. You gotta be a bit more careful, I guess. It's really nice. I'm enjoying the existence of community servers again. There was a... I think I've got smoke on me. There was a really long period of time where community servers just didn't exist. Like, people had just given up on them or something. And that made me really sad. It was always my favorite thing to do. Was hop on, like, you know, THG. That was probably one of the last ones. But I used to play a lot of time on, like, No Heroes and Skyle, that sort of thing. And at some point, everyone... I think it's when they introduced casual. Was that it? Like, they killed off the server browser. They made it so everyone hits on, like, start playing. They got rid of quick play. Quick play would just chuck you on any server, including community servers. Whoops. Thank you. And then, you know, they got rid of that. They replaced it with, like, a fake ranking system that I don't think anyone cares about or understands. It's just a shame. And now, I guess, because of, like, the 500,000 bots, people just, you know, started playing on these servers again, and now all of a sudden... I guess the game's where it should be, maybe. No? Or is that stupid? Like, I think it always should be on a community servers. It's nice that I can hop on and play custom maps, or I can hop on and play with good players. You know, I think, I don't know, there are a lot of servers active right now. It's sort of a weird time. It's like 6:30. Maybe that's not such a weird time. Should I be pushing the cart? I've been, like, killing stuff. I thought my team needed me to get rid of, like, the sentry or something, but... Oh, God. 3... 2... Oh, God. Good Lord. No. Okay, well... I guess there's not really much I can do to carry on Spy. How many times did I kill that sentry? I'm not sure. But I guess that wasn't the issue here. Maybe I should have switched to Demo Man. I don't know. But anyway. I can only talk for so long. I didn't have any massive topics in mind, but I just wanted to say hi. Make sure everyone's doing alright. Give everyone just like a sort of wake up. Hello. I hope you're awake. Go back to sleep now. It's the weekend for me, so I'm hoping it's the weekend for you. Have a break. I will see you all next time. Make sure to watch me on Twitch. Smile. Good night.